Greetings! Today's video will be a shorter one in which I'll be answering one of the most common questions I've received about the stones as to whether I've cut any of them open, and if so, what I've found inside. Unless you've already seen my other videos, most of what I show today most likely won't make much sense. So if you haven't, I highly recommend you go back and watch Mud Fossils, The Heart of the Matter, Parts 1 and 2, and the video I did on the petrified organs. In those videos, I go through a large number of anatomical correlations and teach you how to spot these rocks. If you've already seen the videos, you'll easily recognize the structures and reoccurring themes in the stones I show you today. Knowing what I know about the rocks now, it pains me to break these open. It almost feels like desecrating a graveyard. The indigenous peoples of North America referred to the stones as their grandfathers. I imagine they showed them a great deal more respect than I'll be showing them today. But in the name of scientific investigation and finding the truth, I'll be breaking them open for you. If you've seen my series called Unveiling a Titan, you already know that I do not believe that all rocks are organs. Some are demonstrably smaller fragments of larger structures. They are non-uniform, clearly fractured, and show no discernible repeating patterns. I believe that mountains and stones have different origins, most of which are not properly explained by mainstream geological narratives. Some are clearly volcanic in origin, others appear to be the remains of giant avatar-like trees, or even the remains of great titans, as I've already shown in my video series Unveiling a Titan. But many also appear to be the petrified remains of smaller beings. I'll be releasing another video shortly explaining my hypotheses regarding the mechanisms behind how such a widespread petrification could have occurred. I'll also answer the question I've gotten many times about why I'm finding so many organs, but not the long bones, the ribs, the spines, the skulls, etc. As usual, I've saved some of the best examples for last, so if this is going too slow for you and you're getting impatient, please feel free to hit the gear button and speed me up. And without further ado, several people in the comment threads have asked me about what's inside the rocks and talked about having me cut them open. I don't have a saw to do that, but I can break them open, and I've done that on many occasions. Here's one. You can see the pinkish color, I hope, in the video. And we've got the classic shapes that I've already talked about on several occasions. And you can even see the remains of some blood vessels and the attachments there at the top. So I'm going to break this one open and we'll take a look inside. Okay, so here is the outcome. Very red on the inside, a little bit of moisture. It gets even darker. Not really seeing the trabecula carne or any chambers. It was a very solid block that took me about 6 tries to break up. Okay, so by now you should be well familiar with this shape. I just want to show one thing. So anytime a stone fractures, it gets this jagged, broken look to it. This is nice and smooth, but if we turn it over, you can see here that the rock can't fracture without showing it, and it's almost revealing like an internal grain. So that is how they look when they've been broken. So I found this one, which was already broken. You can see there, and then I turned it, and look at what it revealed. And it doesn't come out, but you can see if that piece was there that's broken off, which happened to reveal chambers inside the rock, that it would have that same shape as so many of the other ones. Okay, these two are kind of nondescript. You can see the pink fleshy color on this one, and there's your aorta right where it should be. So we're going to crack that one open, and this one as well. See what they look like. So there they are, cracked open. You can see the reddish section there, the pink. This one exposed a blood vessel that was inside. All you saw on the outside was a crease, but when you crack it open, then you can actually see the remains of the blood vessel or the chamber. One of my theories, which I'll go into in more detail in one of the next videos, is that once petrified, these stones can survive multiple cataclysms, or resets as many have taken to calling them. With each successive petrification process, they lose more and more of their distinguishing features. The remains of blood vessels are filled in, and their fleshy color is increasingly lost. In this rock, you can see it's chalky white, not even a hint that it may have once been a heart. Nevertheless, it retains its original shape, and after breaking it open, the remains of a chamber are revealed. So if the previous rocks haven't got you raising your eyebrows, then this one will. There's your aorta, vena cava, the reddish color. It seems that the reddish rocks are far more likely to have an interior that looks a lot more like chambers and blood vessels of a heart. This one is almost dripping with blood, just in time for Halloween. Next, I'll be getting a microscope, taking a closer look at these. And if anyone knows of a cheap, great way to test that material for DNA, I'd appreciate it. Sorry for the heavy breathing. Lifting rocks is tough work. Remains of a papillary blood vessel. Papillary muscle. There as well. And this is just spectacular on the inside. And there's, again, your remains of a papillary muscle. Sometimes you can see the valves as well. Broken hearts tell tales. Thanks for watching.